Hi everyone and welcome back, actually welcome to the fourth part of my Mario Kart Top 48 countdown. I have countdown now already the bottom 24 of them, so only the top 24 is still to go, and today I will be counting down the top 24 till the numbers 24 till number 17 in this Mario Kart Top 48 countdown, meaning that I will count down every track in this game. And without further ado, let's go! Number 24, Boned Dunes. Of course there are tracks which people think are really overrated, but if it comes to this track, I think this is a really underrated track, because no one seems to really like it. However, I like it because it is still a desert track, but I somehow find this different than the others. Since this you're playing this actually when the night falls down, because it is never too bright in this game, in this level I mean, and at the end of the track you're also going into a cave where actually dry bones are walking around. Well, the one big issue it is in the game is that there are no dry bones playable, and there is also a ship which throws out coins, so with toys, even though it is very hard to notice. And also the enemies, I must say, are really just made in shape for this track, considering these are also dead plants are sniping at you, and I think that is a really good effort from Nintendo. So I'm sorry to hurt all your feelings, but I really like this track. Number 23, New Bowser City. This countdown is already special in itself, meaning I will in this episode will count down more DLC tracks than the original tracks. This track actually takes place in a city which Bowser claims, and there is a lot of Neo, which actually makes sense. The track also is pretty challenging with sharp turns and with rain falling down, but it is a really fun track to race on. I really wish I had more to say about this track, but actually all of this tracks has been said already. Number 22, Big Blue. And after I said that, I think you will actually be wondering why Big Blue is behind New City, in my opinion at least. Well, let me explain. In the first and last part of this track, you have the option to go on green or red patch, which you can see right here. And of course the green one is fast, but if you're going on the red, you're actually going slow. And I think that should not be possible in an F-Zero track, because everything in F-Zero track has to be fast. However, the second part, which I'm actually driving to right now, is a real blast driving in the water, and it gives you that much speed that really gives you a boost. I must say the second part of this track is actually better than Mute City, but overall, since the first and the last part does not do it really that much for me, even though this track is split up in 3 parts, this I will like the Mute City track, just more. Number 21, Wild Woods. Well, Wild Woods is a really fun track, and I think unlike I'm not really a fan of what's called forest levels. However, this track is real forest, but it's just enjoyable to play, and it really gives you a boost again to drive the walls. Even though it kind of have even kinds feels like they copied that from Koopa Cape, which I actually enjoyed even more than this track. However, that is actually this track, however, is doesn't one side does feel a little bit too short for me. I think this track would be even better if it was a little bit longer, but anyways, it is still an awesome track. So let's move on to the next one. Number 20, Baby Park. Okay, must say some of the people actually call this a bad track because it is actually just an oval. Let's say I cannot disagree with that, because actually that is honestly the truth. It is an oval. But I really love this track, considering this track is chaotic as always, and even bad Mario Kart players like me can win on courses like this. Well, it will not always happen, but you have a more chance, and the pro Mario Karts don't win always that often here, considering this track is really chaotic and even the back Marios can hit you, and that's the reason actually why I love this track so much. So still, despite being this just an oval, I really enjoy this track. It is in my top 20 Mario Kart 8 tracks. And normally I won't do this in the countdown, but let's just end this track, because this actually is a very short circuit, even though there's only 7 laps, of it has 7 laps. But anyway, let's see what the next one is. Number 19, Shy Guy Falls. Okay, let's point just one thing off. Instead of being, of course this track has its falls, but instead of giving this a real a track with only falls, or which is supposed to be maybe a mountain with falls, this track actually looks more like a valley than it actually looks like it is than a mountain or something like that. That doesn't mean that this track is not awesome, because that is basically what it is. This track is awesome. It also the Shy Guys in wanting the minecars. But also maybe has to say, for a Flower Cup track, this track is actually surprisingly hard, because actually I lost count how many times I already fall off this track, which you actually considering as not that hard kind of track. But for some reason I really performance with that. But does not mean that this track is awesome. When riding up the waterfall, it is actually a really cool feature, and for so far I know, this is only one of the 2 tracks, so along with Mount Wario, which actually does feature driving through the stream of a waterfall. Number 18, Dragon Driveway. This track really gives you the feel that you're driving in China, and of what just completely features this is actually that you're also driving on a dragon, the animal which brings of course luck in China. Also, this track is not only looking great, it is also really challenging to play on, because considering calling by name Dragon Drifty, you have to actually drift to every corner. If you don't drift in the corner and fall off, you won't lose like a lot of places. So even though if you're not drifting in the corner, just take it normally, you won't lose places, because the turns really want you to drift through, and not only just, but so even though on very much the inside parts. So this track is awesome in look, it's awesome in playing ball, it is a good of challenge, so another awesome tracks. Nintendo did really good jobs in the DLC tracks. And of course in the other ones which are in this video. Number 17, Sweet Canyon. Okay, in all honesty, the first two tracks in the Mushroom Cup are very average, and usually the tracks in the Mushroom Cup are just very average, considering these are only beginner tracks, discounting Mushroom Cars of the Wii of course. But also Mario Kart 8 had actually two awesome tracks in the Mushroom Cup, because this is not even the last mushroom track in the countdown. Sweet Canyon really gives you that feel on something really sweet. Everything you can see is really made of candy, which is actually awesome in itself. But it goes even further than that. Having great graphics, great things with flying around, I don't even know what it's called, and even they base the water on syrup. How awesome is that? Because considering I'm not really a fan of driving on the water, I already say that, but this just gives something a really nice touch. It completely fits in the course, the syrup, and it is just that enjoyable. It does not even feel like driving on the water. That is how good Nintendo that made this, making it the. Unfortunately, with now with DLC it has dropped to place 17, but otherwise it was for sure in the top 16 tracks of Mario Kart 8. Okay, that was it for this countdown. I hope you all enjoyed it. The next time we're coming very close in the end, because in the next video I will count down the tracks number 60 till 9.